in the first half. How do you change so much the first 8 possessions or so of the second half?
That's a good question. I thought we were kind of over penetrating at times. I thought we were distracted by the referees. Just young guy type stuff where you're trying to do too much at times, and not reading what is available. So we need to learn from it, grow from it, and know that the beginning of the third quarter is so very important as far as setting the tone for how you're going to play for the rest of the half.
You mentioned getting distracted by the referees. We might have seen. Did you see some of that in the previous games, even particularly last game, where don't get back? And things like that?
Yeah, I mean that's a natural thing. I mean, for younger guys, it's just natural to look, not necessarily look for excuses, but to get distracted by referees or other stuff going on instead of staying the course and understanding that it's going to take us being focused on what's important, which is how we play. And I thought we did a good job tonight as far as like playing hard and staying in the game and withstanding their runs and all of that. But we did get a little bit distracted, and that happens.
Taking that out of it, what did you like out of Porter? He's coming along.
He's coming along fine. He is, he makes plays for his teammates, and that's kind of the first thing that he does. That's the first thing he's looking for. I mean, he had 8 assists tonight, and he's finding the guys that he's supposed to be finding, and that's step one. And I'm proud of him for doing that. And it's a new position for him. He's not hadn't played the point prior to the end of last year ever. So, learning reads, learning how he's being played, and all that sort of stuff will come. But I'm definitely positive about him and his growth and his maturity as he's kind of going along.
For Hudson out with the injury, he was having arguably his best game of the season so far, and then you had Nwaba step in the second half, and he provided such a spark. You talked yesterday about utilizing both of them, kind of rotating in and out. What can they bring you in terms of being a spark like they did tonight?
Yeah, so House, I mean, he was all over the offensive glass, which is great, and that's one of the things that we want to continue to do. His shooting is a plus for us, but he also allows us to get up the floor quickly. So, we had a few extra possessions because of him. We had a few fast break opportunities, and we had some threes that we made because of him. And then Dave just brings like the defensive physicality, hard play on the defensive end, and then he's just so like focused on getting to the rim and putting pressure on the defense on the offensive end. So they're similar in that they put pressure on they really do a good job defensively, but they put pressure on the defense different ways, as far as Dave being such a downhill player and transition with the ball, and a House off the ball puts pressure on the defense as well.
Is tonight an example of how important Eric Gordon can be to this group in terms of when you need a basket, Eric finds a way with his offensive versatility? For sure.
I mean, he knows what he's doing on the floor, and he knows angles, and he knows he can recognize how he's being played on every possession, and that goes a long way. But he's talented. I mean, he plays, like I keep saying, he plays exactly the way we want our guys to play, as far as shooting his open threes and attacking until he gets stopped, whether he's going to finish or make a play for a teammate. So he's super valuable, and he played great tonight.
Have you been given any kind of update on the extent of Danuel's injury?
No, nothing yet.
Crystal Saltis.
Hello, Coach. Hope you're doing well. Coach, tonight Kevin and Jalen combined for
8 out of 26 shots, 9 assists, 9 turnovers. How could you explain those numbers and what do you have to improve on the next games?
Yeah, I don't really get into the numbers as much. It's more about the spirit of how they're playing. It's more about the quality of shots that they're taking. It's about how they're able to help their teammates, whether it's offensively or defensively, and much less about the amount of shots that they get and the amount of shots that go in. I feel like it's sustainable to play the right way and not worry about the makes and misses. Whereas if you're so worried about the stats, then you can get caught up, and it is not something that's sustainable because you're so high on a good game and so low on a bad game. And for us, it's very much about learning how to play the right way, and how to play in a way that helps your teammates play well.